Hello YouTube viewers. Today I would like to give an example of installing remote ID on my Blade 360 helicopter. This is a fairly new craft that was introduced by Blade, I believe in 2024. I really like the helicopter, and I'd like to give you an example of how I've installed my remote ID. Now, I'm not real fond of it, but I do want to abide by the law and fly in the legal airspace that has been given to us by the FAA. I generally fly alone, and I don't want to give up my RC flying just because of remote ID. I mean, they've given us the tools to comply. It's not that difficult to pass the exam and buy a remote module and allow us to fly without being in a club or in a FRIA zone. Just, download the tools that you need from the FAA and fly legally in the airspace that is given. And like I said, it's not a big deal. So what I did is I purchased the Holy Stone standalone module right here. And it's it's approximately maybe 1¼ inches long and about 1 inch wide and maybe 3/8 inch thick. It has no weight. It has an independent battery that you charge, and it's good for approximately 5 hours. And it broadcasts up to approximately 1 mile, maybe a little bit further. But I think that depends on your craft and where you install it. So what I'm going to do here is show you where I'm installing my module on my craft and why I'm installing it where I did. I'm going to go ahead and take this cover off, the front cover, and remove that cover and show you that I could have installed the module here in the front, but I chose to install it on top of a servo right behind the motor. So I'm placing the module right here on the Velcro, right there, and that allows me to play it safe with the module. Like, for an example, if I do get into a crash and I were to hit it in the nose, the likelihood of the module getting broken or shoved up between the frame and the nose of the helicopter is probably pretty good. So I put it back here so I would have less crash damage and have to replace less parts. It doesn't interfere with anything. It doesn't mess around with the module. It doesn't mess around with the electronics on the aircraft. And also, if when installing a battery on this particular aircraft, I utilize this 2700 milliamp battery, and when installing it, I install it right here. And what I have found with this aircraft is that the further you place the battery towards the nose, the more balanced it is on the mask. So it's actually a very good place. It's neat, it's out of the way, and I wanted to give this as an example. And I'd like to see more people utilize this in their aircrafts. Like I said, it's not a big deal. This isn't an advertisement for anyone. I'm just letting people know that really, remote ID is not a big deal, and it allows you still to fly in a standalone position and enjoy your aircraft. So don't give it up. Don't give up your drones and your planes and your helicopters just because of remote ID. Now, I chose not to install it on the outside because I don't particularly like the looks of it sitting on the outside on this fuselaged body aircraft. However, in some cases, you may have to install it on the outside. Just put it in an unknown area. Now, after reviewing this Holy Stone module, you don't have to place it directly on top of your aircraft. You can place it to the side or even at the bottom, and it will still broadcast no matter what direction it's in. Now, I don't know if you'll get the full 1.2 miles of broadcast on this module, but it will still put out, and it will be placed in approximately the correct vicinity on your aircraft. So I hope this helps fellow RC pilots to go ahead and just fly and enjoy the hobby. So have a good day. Talk out.